How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing well. We have a concert tonight. Newsong does, so we're on the road traveling. But glad to hear from you.
Well, I recently interviewed you, but I didn't talk about Winter Gym because that was not what we were interviewing you about at the time. So I get two of them in the last couple months. I'm
What were we
excited.
doing then? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. You must have been on tour with someone else. You know how it is. You're working all year long. So,
There you go. There you go.
well, I tell you what. I mean, I've been going to Winter Jam since it wasn't, but like once a year. So because there was a time where it wasn't the big tour that it is. Um,
Right.
oh my goodness. I mean, but I gotta say, as many years as I've been, I think this year is shaping up to be what I think is going to be your best year ever. I mean,
Well, we're excited about it. I love the lineup. It's really a big job to get the lineups done. I mean, a lot of people want to do it, but then getting everybody's schedules lined up so they can do it. Get the right people at the right times and fill in all the different spots we feel like we want to fill in to round it out with different things. So I'm with you. I think this lineup, and I keep hearing that from people. Man, the lineup this year is just amazing. I just can't wait. So we're very excited about it. Needless to say.
well, and I've interviewed several people, Danny Goki, Michael Tate with his 1000% energy, Holland. I've already interviewed several people, and I am so excited because people like Danny Goki and Holland that I haven't seen live yet.
Uh-huh.
I'm so stoked to see. Tell me about the new staging, though.
About the new what staging?
Yeah.
Well, we're excited about it. Something we've talked about off and on for a while to do Winter Jam in the round, and so this year we're going to give it a shot. It'll be unique. We think it'll give a lot more, uh, a lot of people better viewing, and it'll be interesting and more fun in a lot of ways. And so I'm excited to see it. We haven't done it that way yet, so I don't know. I've been to see some people. I went to see you two in
I
the
was gonna say,
round.
did you see
I've been to see
U2
some things.
360? Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't seen us do it yet, but I'm excited about it, and I think it's an exciting new twist this year with this great lineup too to do it in the round.
Well, and I think there's something about I went to another one as well that was like that where it was kind of in the center and a round stage. And there's something about it that it just feels more immersed, between the crowd and the artist. It just
Right,
feels like
right,
you're more intimate in a
right,
gathering like that. And when you've got people, well, you really guys hit every like, box this year. You got, I mean, Newsboys United. That is so cool by itself. But then you got, you brought Ledger. She's new with her own brand and
right.
bringing the rock.
Oh, we love her too. By the way,
Uh,
she's fun to travel with. If she didn't even do wasn't playing, she's such a sweetheart. And,
she just hung around.
such a godly young lady to be on tour with. But she's going to rock and rock hard. So I'm excited for her.
She's an amazing person, and
Yeah, she is.
everybody on this tour is top notch, and you really did, like I said, you hit all the boxes because if people like to rock, they can hear her. If they want to jam, they listen to Mandisa or like. But then you've got people like Ren Collective. I love Ren Collective. I haven't seen them live yet. It just hasn't worked out, I guess, to where they've been in concert and I hit it. But I'm a huge Ren Collective fan. I love that style, and
Right,
that's really very to the moment. I mean, it's present as far as modern. I mean, I don't know what the word is, but it's very
right.
popular.
No, I agree. I agree.
It's such an
Yeah, I'm
in.
very excited about them. I've never really done anything with them either. I mean, I've talked to them. We've had conversations about things over the years about concerts and things, but never actually did concerts with them. So we're really excited about being able to work it out. They travel all over the country, as you probably know. So all over the
Oh
world,
yeah.
it seems. So to have them here and to get them to do this is and be excited about it. They're very very excited about doing it. So it's going to be fun. I know it's going to add a really great worship portion to our and a fun worship portion, I believe, too, to Winter Jam.
Well, I'm from the South, so any kind of foot stomping action like that. I'm
Where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Oh, I got you.
But I honestly, I love John Ledger. I love, that sound. I'm in love with Danny Gogie's music. I just,
Right. Oh, I hear you.
and Mandisa, I could, every time I've interviewed her in person or on the phone, I mean, bubbly, loving. I mean, just, you've got some of the greatest people. I've, I've interviewed everybody on your tour before or many times. So I've gotten to feel like I know them at times, but
Right.
oh my goodness, it's not only is a great lineup, I think for people who don't realize it, tell people like what is the pricing for, individuals and groups and things like that so people know.
Well, basically the whole tour started, and it still is just a donation at the door. And we started off, many years ago. The very first one, we had a suggested door donation of $3. That was
Wow.
20 plus
I
years
couldn't
ago.
remember how that's
The first night,
wow.
and then eventually we moved it around, trying to get it something we could work with and build it. Because the first night it was only one band, it was just Newsong. So we started adding bands. We finally put it up to 10. It stayed $10 for, I don't know,
a long
15
time.
years. Yeah, 15 years maybe. And then last year we raised the suggested donation to $15. The cost of doing this is
It's massive.
It goes up exponentially every year. It's just crazy how it is. And we're playing these big arenas and things that cost so much to go to. So anyway, it's $15 donation. I wouldn't have anybody stay home because they didn't have it. I mean, just come and say how. If it was still 10, I would come. We'll come pay 10. Good grief, we want you to come. It's not about that. We're suggesting you pay this because we know what it costs to put it on. So that's the thing. I don't know past that. I know they do, and off the top of my head, I know there are some other things you can do, and you can be a Jam Nation member, which is a lot of people are doing Jam Nation members.
Yeah, Jam Nation's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, get a Q&A, do some different things, get a free T-shirt, a unique T-shirt just for that group. So there's a lot of different options to check out under Jam Nation. I mean, at Winter Jam to come.
And thank you for such an easy website, like jamtour.com, like being able to just send people there, like when I'm rattling things off, because Winter Jam is so amazing, and I think people don't realize what a massive monster, a beast this is to like be moving around. What is your crew like number wise, approximately?
What is what?
How many crew like total? Or
I don't know. I bet. Wow. There's unbelievable.
It's probably 150, like between artists.
Plus easy.
Yeah.
Easy. And of course, everybody too that's on these tours, all these bands have people that travel with them as well that all join in too to do their whatever their parts are. So it's a sun up till 12, 1 o'clock in the morning event as far as the crew goes. They have to work so hard for 3 months in a row, just nonstop. They I don't know how they do it. They sleep 5, 6, 7 hours if they can, and go right back in and start over. And but they do a great job, and usually keep a pretty good attitude about it because I know it's hard, but there's some ups and downs about it because it can get real tough. And we work with a lot of local crew. We carry a lot of crew, but we also work with a lot of local crew as well. And in these arenas, they obviously have a lot of people that work under them. So it's a big, huge operation to put it all up, get everybody ready to go, and be able to open those doors at the time we say we'll have them open, which gets earlier and earlier because of Jam Nation and different things like that we're doing. So, but they work hard. They've done it a lot. Our Jerry Holcomb has been the guy in charge of that all these years, so he's still the guy in charge of it.
Wow.
Make sure it's done, and I'm glad it's them and not me. I'll take my role.
Well, you kind of been doing this music thing for a long time, so I would start handing that stuff over as well. Delegate now, and I urge everybody to come early, like because you guys do turn people away. Sadly, you have fire codes. I mean, you can't possibly always fit everybody in.
Well, you know what? We hope not to turn anybody away, but then again, we want the building to be full. So it's that balance of all those things. And so, but it's possible. It's possible that we'll have to, some places we will. I would not hope anybody would stay home. I'm not going to go because I might get turned away. I think the chances to get turned away are slim as the whole picture, of course, across the whole board. But but we'll pack everybody in there we possibly can. And last year we didn't have too much problem with that at all. We had some places we couldn't get everybody in, but it wasn't quite as much as it has been. We keep going these bigger buildings usually.
Yeah.
Usually in a bigger building as much as we can. So it's been amazing, just amazing to see that people get together and worship and to see people make commitments to Christ and all the different things that happens there, and encourage everybody, encourage everybody that's there to encourage the body of Christ. It's an amazing tour, amazing night after night. I think I've been to almost every one of them. I was sick one weekend back about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, and missed a weekend. That's it.
Wow.
So I've been to a lot of them, and I've never been on one to disappoint.
And I will say this, I think it is a huge testament to not only, I mean, obviously the first thing is thousands of souls reached for Christ. I mean, that's first and foremost. But not only do you have a great lineup, but your lighting and production is so on point. I mean, it is beautiful. The sound is amazing. That's what I tell people. It's such an experience. You've got to go.
Yeah, we're committed to doing it, great. Not just do it. Not just say, hey, okay, get a big building. Let's see how little we can spend. We end up spending probably more than we probably should spend, as far as the way we're going about it, and where we're trying to keep the ticket price and the donation price real low and all those things we're doing. But we want it to be excellent. It's always been what we wanted to do. We want it to be just as good or better than any show you'd go see anytime, anywhere, by anybody. So that's what we've been about, and it's been working really well, and God's blessed it.
And thanks for bringing our guys from Dare to Share. My kids went to Dare to Share when they're in their 20s now, but when they were growing up, they went to Dare to Share, and it's such an amazing ministry. So I'm so glad that you have those guys coming out there for Winter Jam.
We're excited about it too. We started working with them a little bit this past year, and immediately said, hey, you know what? You guys should come help us do Winter Jam, which they're excited about doing themselves. So I think it's going to be a great partnership.
Especially since a lot of young people come to Winter Jam. I think that will enrich both of your ministries simultaneously.
Well, these guys are just all about sharing the gospel and doing it in a great way, a fun way, but
it's fun and effective. Way. It's fun, effective, sincere, all of those things, and it's so great, such a great partnering. This year, like I mean, just the way you've lined it up already, I'm so stoked. I can't wait for you. I've got more interviews, and I'm sure you do too. But
I have another one in about 2 minutes.
Okay, so I am so happy. Thank you, Eddie.
Come say hello to me, okay?
Absolutely. You have a blessed evening.
It's not very long now, by the way.
Yeah, next month you'll be here in Michigan.
That's right. That's right. It's the day after my birthday. My birthday's on the 17th of February.
So we'll bring you a cake.
Bring me a belated
there you go.
Piece of cake or something like that.
All right. Thank you, Eddie.
You. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks for all you do.